Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie.
Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown and Dunkirk, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County. For more information on how the CCIDA can assist your business, visit choosechq.com.
From supporting people with disabilities to enjoy great lives, to providing health care services that are available to anyone, the Resource Center has been improving our county for more than 60 years. Learn more about how the Resource Center makes a positive difference in people's lives.
The Hofbräu House in downtown Buffalo invites all our friends from Chautauqua County to experience craft beer, Bavarian food, and live entertainment. Check us out on our Facebook page and website for family-friendly events throughout the year.
From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here at Chautauqua Sunrise at Access Chautauqua. I'm Doc Hamels, and we got a fun show in store for you. As you can see, we are in the festive mood here, eh? We got our decorations up, and my elf on the shelf, Justin, was busy getting everything ready for today's show. Thank you, Justin. You're all right. I don't care what your brother says. And so anyways, got a lot of fun things going on here at the studio, but I want to let you know that we are definitely in the holiday swing of things here in Chautauqua County, and we're going to be talking about a couple of things that are coming up, and well, it's just a fun time of year, so I hope you're all doing well. So let's first go through the good mornings. Good morning if you're watching us live on Spectrum 1301. Good morning if you're watching us live streaming on Facebook, because we do stream around the world. Let's see, good afternoon. We figured out it's afternoon in Europe to all our friends in the Netherlands, in Belgium, Germany, wherever you are, and especially to Natalia over in Ukraine. Stay safe, okay? And all of our friends wherever you are throughout the world and across the United States. All right, let's see. I want to say good afternoon to my listeners on WRFA 107.9, Low Power of the People in Jamestown, Tuesdays at 1 o'clock. Thanks for listening in, because what we're going to be talking about today really is information that you are going to benefit from, because you might want to partake in some of the things we're going to be talking about, because some of these things are county-wide and regionally wide, and it just isn't just parochial where it just is just one little spot in the world, but everybody's welcome to some of the things we're going to be talking about today. All right. So throughout the show, you may have a question. Watch this, how this pops up here, ladies. Ready, set, Jeff, go. If you have a question, magically, magic, it's Christmas magic. If you want to call us during the show, 716-753-5225. Now, you say, why would I want to call in? You might want to talk to my elf on the shelf, Justin. You say, well, Justin, could you come to my house and decorate? No comment over there. You may have an event or a fundraiser that you want to sponsor. Like a lot of times you hear Linda Spalding call in, and she did last week about the event. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. It's free of charge. You know, if you have to advertise in any publication, it's a lot of money, and you should. But we also can help you through live TV, and of course we're on Facebook and YouTube forever and ever, it seems. And we can help you advertise and promote an event that you may have. Why else may you want to call? You might just want some information about something we're talking about. You might want to know, what time is that event happening? Or can you give me the phone number to whatever you're talking about? And we can do that. The thing I like to remind people is the Chautauqua Sunrise has its own YouTube channel now. And we're sort of like a library, a reference library for the region. You might say, well, 2 years ago you had a guest on that talked about blah, blah, blah. You could look it up and you could watch that show and you could get information out of there. So please do so. Throughout the week, you might be watching this show and say, I got to call in. Good luck, because we're not going to be here during the week. We're only here from 9 to 10 on Saturday mornings. So what can you do? You can email me at Chautauqua Sunrise, all one word, at gmail.com. And people do. And that's how we get some of our announcements, all right? So don't hesitate. Again, Chautauqua Sunrise at gmail.com, and we will get back to you. All right? Super. All right. Well, let's talk about some recent events. First snowfall. Well, Justin, I did a scientific study this morning on the way here. You ready for this one? What do you think the temperature was when I left, let's say, Route 20 in Westfield?
Today?
Yeah, today.
29.
It was 49 degrees. When I got up here on the hill in Mayville, it was 37. There's still snow along the road here. There's still little piles of snow. We don't have any in Ripley. It's gone. Poof. And that's how it is this time of year, huh? I always equate November with March. They almost are like identical. They're cold, they're miserable, they're dark, they're windy, and you don't feel like getting out, and your arthritis really kicks in, and you have a blanket or whatever while you're watching TV, and you just put on sweaters. But the holidays are here, so we'll forget about all that, and we'll be enjoying some things that we're going to be talking about soon. All right, so we talked about that. Throughout the next few weeks, we get a lot of announcements about different events that are happening here in Chautauqua County and the region. Not just, we talk about down in Warren, sometimes in Corey, up into Buffalo area, but we cover everything if we can. And I encourage people to get out and visit other sites, to go to different venues, because you get to see people. And right now, we're kind of going through a tough time through the country for a variety of reasons, and it's too easy to get holed up at home and get depressed or tired or weary. Get out and talk to people. Do whatever you got to do. Get out there and just, suck up some holiday music and do whatever you got to do to lighten up your day. Okay, I've been warning you about this one right along. We are now in the throes of deer hunting season. I don't know how many people have already bagged their deer on the front end of their vehicles. I know at least 2 of us here at the studio have, including myself. I see this on Facebook quite often, that lots of people are, for whatever reason, it just seems like a high season for deer getting in the roads. So why am I mentioning it especially today? Because today's the first day of regular hunting season. So you might say, so what? I don't hunt. Okay, so let's think about this. You're out driving, all right, and you're in country, out in the country like we all live for the most part, even in the cities. Doesn't matter, because deer will pop up everywhere. If you're a hunter and you are putting a push on the deer, your group is hunting, the deer sense that you're there, and what do? They go across the field, across the road, 100 miles an hour, and they don't care if you're coming or not. And that's a lot of times where you get into trouble with deer, is that they're fleeing from the hunters, and they're getting into areas where they normally don't go at that time of day. So I alert you that from dawn to dusk, these deer are on the move, and then at night, of course, they're always on the move, especially when there's a full moon and stuff. But please, just slow down a little bit at night, especially at night, and be mindful that the deer are on the move, because when you hit a deer, we're not talking hundreds of dollars, we're talking about thousands of dollars worth of damage. And I think our vehicle is $9,000. You might say, how's that possible? We drove the thing forever. Lights, camera, plastic, grills, whatever, it's a paint, It's not a cheap event, so please be mindful of that. Okay, Randy, one of my cameramen who works with me over on the other side of the world when we do Oak Island Plus. He's my cameraman over there. He's our cameraman here. He answers the phone. He's been the cameraman here in this side of the studio as well. Randy and I are going on a remote. I don't know if we've, other than doing like the Mayville Parade and one other time, I think we did a remote. This is the first time in a long, long, long time. We're going up to the Opera House up in Buffalo, and we're going to be documenting the Christmas market. You might say, well, what's the big deal? The big deal is this: Chautauqua Sunrise is the featured not-for-profit organization that night, and we're going to be lighting the Christmas tree. We're tapping a keg. Yeah, wow is right. I'm going like, holy cow. And they're one of our new, they are our newest underwriter, and so very pleased to be working with them. So you might say, well, what's a Christmas market? Well, if you're not familiar with a Christmas market, you go to Europe. I've been to a couple of them anyway, 2 or 3 over the years, and it's one of my wife's favorite things to do in the whole world. Is in Europe, the Christmas markets go for blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks. And there's music, and there's roasting nuts and candies and hot wines and all kinds of cool things going on. Very, very festive, and it moves from city to city to city over time. And this Christmas market that we're going to be doing at the Opera House is going to be going on for 5 weekends, and there's going to be different vendors and over the period of time. So it's going to be a fun time, and it's again getting people in the Christmas spirit and offering obviously things that you can purchase, but also things just to enjoy. You know, drinks and beverages and foods and things, stocking stuffers, candies, you name it, they got it. And so it's a lot of fun, and I think it's one of the very few at the size that they're doing that in the region. So Randy and I are going to be doing some filming up there, and then the next day we hope to be able to show it to you if Randy and I make sure we have the microphones on and lights are on. It wouldn't be the first time we've done some filming and we forgot to put something in the camera. So all's well that day, and we'll be showing you the events from Buffalo. Okay? So how am I doing? I'm using up as much time for you as I can. Okay. Okay, so we have some announcements to share with you. I think I've covered everything. So let's get down to some events. So Jeff, let's bring up slide 15, please. And we talked about this last week, and we talked about it a couple of weeks before that. I saw it was in the Post-Journal right on the front page. Okay, the Mayville Chautauqua Lions Club. This is a big deal. This is a lot of fun. This is a Bills watch party, not the one that you put on your wrist, but the watch to watch the Bills on a big screen TV. Okay, when is it? It's going to be tomorrow at noon at the Mayville VFW, all right? Right off of Route 394. Okay, they're offering a raffle, a drawing of Dawson Knox's cleat. He's one of my favorite Bills, by the way, Justin. I know he's not yours, but he is mine. Dawson Knox. Never. Where have you been? Under a rock? There's going to be a Bills water buffalo hat. That'd be interesting. A cold front cap, Bills merchandise. $20 donation includes. Ready? Now, how can you go wrong with this? For $20 now, you get the following: chili, vegetarian chili, chicken wings, veggies, and tailgating snacks. The raffle itself, not the $20 donation, but the raffle benefits the Rural Minds charity. And if you want to look more on that, you can go to my Facebook page for Chautauqua Sunrise. We have a link there for Rural Minds, but it's Rural Minds, all one word, .org. And Jeff Winton is the executive director of that. And remember, this all has to do with folks that are suffering depression and considering even suicide out in our agricultural parts of our country, including Chautauqua County. And Jeff is passionate, as well as many of us, in supporting this effort to get help and assistance to those that are having some issues. And I don't care what you may say, this time of the year, believe it or not, is the worst time of the year for people with mental health and depression. You got no sunlight, you got the holidays for some people is difficult because they're missing people in their lives. They're worried about perhaps how they're going to heat their homes or whatever. It's just a tough, tough time. And if you are in a business or industry that is slowing down right now, that puts pressure on families. So please remember this number, That is the national hotline. It's free of charge. It's there 24/7, where there's a professional counselor there that will help you, who may be suffering depression, or a family member that needs some help and guidance, and they will hook you up with some people ASAP. There it is. Thank you, Jeff. 988 is the suicide hotline. So the raffle for Dawson's Cleat, the water buffalo hat, and so forth, the various merchandise, that is all going to Rural Minds to support this huge cause. All right? And if you want to, again, to look into ruralminds.org, it's a very good website, and Jeff just came out with a brand new video that was produced, and I watched it the other day and about brought tears to my eyes. It's really well done. Okay, so moving ahead, this is a new one. Slide 16, JCC Jayhawks Hockey Military and First Responder Appreciation Night is tonight. Okay, Saturday, November 15th at 7 p.m. So if you like hockey, all active or retired personnel are free of charge. Thanksgiving food drive for local veterans in need. Bring non-perishable food items to the game. Lots of organizations are doing this around the area, where a lot of times you don't have to pay to get in, but just bring some canned food or dry foods. So it's Jayhawks versus Mercyhurst. Wait a minute. Yeah, it must be, that's not what it says, but it must be Mercyhurst. Come join them this Saturday at the Northwest Arena in Jamestown there on 3rd Street as the JCC Jayhawks take on the Mercyhurst team in a game to honor all veterans, active duty, and first responders. Remember, first responders too. Veterans Night is a VIP experience. There's going to be pizza, puck drop, and VIP fun. Okay. Now, we've talked about recently the Dwyer Project, which is a peer-to-peer group for veterans to get together and just hang out together. Well, Dwyer participants are invited to enjoy the game in style. They got pizza, snacks, and drinks, pre-game photo with the team. So remember, we just had Julianne Chorba here last week and Greg Carlson, and we were talking about veteran services. So this is a special night for y'all. Stay in the suite for the whole game from 6 to 9 p.m. or until the game ends, all free for veterans and participants. Check in at the Dwyer registration table before heading up. Pre-game begins at 6 p.m. All Dwyer members and their guests are free. Please see staff at the Dwyer registration table to check in. All right, so sounds like a fun night, folks. So again, there's lots of good things going on. Get out of the house. All right. This one's a new one. I don't remember this one. This is slide 17. The Wizards of Winter return to Jamestown for a holiday concert. Check those guys out. That looks like me on a good day with my guitar. Not really. That hairdo is crazy. I always wear a hat on stage. The Wizards of Winter, featuring members who have performed with classic rock giants, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Rainbow, Def Leppard, Alice Cooper, Blue Oyster Cult. No, I didn't play with any of those guys. And Trickster, along with Broadway and theater veterans, will perform a Christmas holiday rock opera next Saturday, November 22 at 7:30 p.m. Wow! Lots of things going on. This is at the Reg Linnaeus Center for the Arts. Let's see, weaving a story based on their album, The Christmas Dream, okay? Along with music from their self-titled CD and their album, The Magic of Winter. The Wizards take their audience on a musical journey in search of the meaning of Christmas. This 11-member ensemble, 11 members, holy cow, that's a lot of peoples, boasts soaring vocal harmonies, precision string instrument, I guess it counts me out, powerful percussion, and stunning keyboard work layered around a rich storyboard that evokes memories and emotions of December's past. From rock and pop to ballads, and even a visit from, oh my gosh, she's here today, by the way, Mrs. Claus. There is something for everyone. The Wizards of Winter are making their return to Jamestown after a successful December 2023 stop at the Reg. Like the concert, it is part of their national tour. All right, so the Wizards of Winter performance is sponsored by PNC. All right, here's the scoop on the tickets. It doesn't give me the price. Hang on. So you got go to the Reg Linnaeus Center's box office, which is open Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 12 to 5. Or you can give them a call at 484-7070, okay? And as often, the Reg Linnaeus Center for the Arts programs are made possible also by the New York State Council on the Arts with the support of the Office of the Governor and the New York State Legislature. Woo, that's a mouthful. All right, moving on. Let's see, where do I go next? Okay, this one is more of an announcement. Okay, coming up, Explore, Connect, and Celebrate. Office for Aging Services hosts a countywide open house. Two of them. The Chautauqua County Office for Aging Services is inviting residents, caregivers, and community partners to attend a series of upcoming open houses this November. The events will celebrate recent investments in modern, accessible office spaces designed to better serve the needs of older adults, individuals with disabilities, and their caregivers. Over the past several years, Chautauqua Aging has relocated and renovated several of its offices to provide improved access, updated facilities, and more welcoming environment for visitors. To formally commemorate these milestones, 3 open houses will be held at the following locations. So, Monday, November 17th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. At the Hall Clothier office, 2nd floor. Okay, Wednesday, November 19th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., the Jamestown office at the Chautauqua Center, 107 Institute Street, 2nd floor. Friday, November 21, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., the Dunkirk office at 51 East 3rd Street, Dunkirk. Now, you may not know this, but I'm a member of that advisory board of Chautauqua Office for Aging Services, and I hope to attend that open house. So maybe I'll see you there in Dunkirk. Community members are encouraged to stop in, meet staff, and learn more about the wide range of services available through Chautauqua Aging. Light refreshments will be provided. Okay, this is a quote. Our offices have evolved significantly over the past few years, and these open houses give us the opportunity to welcome the community in, says Dana Corwin, Director of the Office for Aging Services, who's been a guest here many times. Even though our Jamestown office has been open for some time, many people are still surprised to find us in our new location. We want everyone, especially older adults and caregivers, to feel comfortable in knowing where to go when they need us. All right, if you have more questions, you can always call the following number of New York Connects. He's going to pop this up. Watch this. 716. He was ready for me. 753-4582. Okay? 716-753-4582. And remember, this is a hotline you can call anytime if you have a concern regarding any issues with aging or you're a caregiver and so on. Okay? All right, let me wrap things up, and we're going to get to my guest here in a second because they just can't wait to get here. All right, I got 2 more announcements. All right, so we got some things going on. There's a medieval feast dinner theater at Peak and Peak this weekend and next weekend. The Riverside Players have brought the legendary medieval feast to Peak and Peak. Be their guest as they journey back to the age of kings and queens, knights and damsels, jesters and jousters. That's us, Justin. Join the fun as your wenches. I don't know if wench is a good word. Is wench a good word? And knaves not only perform, I guess it was okay in those days, they also serve a plentiful feast. I can imagine calling my wife a wench and getting a backhand across. Eat, drink, and be merry, and so forth. So that's going on at Peak and Peak. Then we got today, the Frewsburg Fall into Holidays Craft and Vendor Show. That's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's over at the Frewsburg Central School over on Institute. Then there's the Structural Integrity Club at Frewsburg will be hosting that whole event. Then let's go back to the public skate at Northwest Arena. That's today from 3:30 to 6, tomorrow 1:30 to 4, next weekend on the 22nd, 3:30 to 6, 23rd of November, 1:30 to 4, and November 29th from 3:30 to 6. There's a lot of dates here. All right, so you want to get out and skate? Do something. Get off that couch. Admission's $8. Skates are $4. Geez, for $12, you can go skate and have a lot of fun at the Northwest Arena in Jamestown. And finally, the Chautauqua Chamber of Commerce relocates in Dunkirk. They want you to know that it is now moved into the SUNY Fredonia Center for Innovation and Economic Development at 214 Central Avenue. The Chamber office will be in Suite 139. And according to Dan Heitzen, Rater, they're very pleased to be located in this great space in downtown New York. Noted CHQ President and CEO Dan Heitzen. This office is not only conveniently located for our members, but also adjacent to many of our partner organizations, including Office for the County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agency and the Chautauqua County Partnership in Economic Development. So, let you know, they have their brand new suite there. And I am proud to say the Chautauqua Sunrise is a card-carrying member of the Chautauqua County Chamber of Commerce. With that, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
I am a veteran. My victory was finding the strength to be a champion.
My victory is having a job I can be proud of.
At DAV, we help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
My victory was finishing my education.
My victory was getting help to put our lives back together.
DAV provides veterans with a lifetime of support.
My victory is being there for my family.
Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Okay, we want to get into the Christmas spirit. Yes, we do. I have a deal at my house that we've held for 44 years. I never say the word humbug, and our marriage has lasted all these years, so Christmas is my wife's season. It's mine too, but it's really her. She says she owns it at our house. So I am very happy to invite back to the studio Mrs. Claus and my friend Marilyn Hammer, and we're going to be talking about Christmas in the village of Westfield coming up next weekend. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
looking
you for having
great,
us.
Mrs. Claus. You're looking dashing as ever.
Thank you.
And so let's start with the whole idea of Christmas in the village. This sounds like a Christmas market to me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Christmas in the Village, as I think I've told you before, is was created to be a family-friendly, fun event, something for everyone going throughout the village and some of the places out of town, all Westfield. And it's grown. It's fantastic. A lot of fun. And so we are already getting started. Our thanks to our municipal departments, particularly our street and electric department. They're busy in the park. Wait till you see the park this year.
My God.
Wait till you see it.
When we have company, I always say, okay, after dinner we're going to go to Westfield Park. And Moore Park, just outside of the McCleary Mansion. It's phenomenal. It really is phenomenal. I think it's gotten better every year.
Yeah, and they're amazing. I have to say, hey, I had an idea, and they say, oh, we just built it in the shop today. Okay. Our shop windows are phenomenal.
They're elves.
They really are.
When you say shop windows, what do you mean shop windows?
Our shop windows are our shops and the banks, and every store window is decorated for Christmas.
Already?
And they're really they're working on it. They'll be ready by the weekend. So that's we're all set to go. We really are.
Is this a competition?
It's a competition in Westfield, and I believe that the chamber is also having a competition that's county-wide.
I'm going to do a plug for Ripley. Do you know that we have a new library director, and she's so excited. She said to me, I see Chautauqua Sunrise as a member of the chamber. I said, yes, we are. She goes, I think the library should join, and I'm going to do a window. So they're going to jump in on the excitement, too.
Oh,
so
great.
it's
Yeah,
not
that's
just
cool.
Westfield. Everybody in the area
Yeah.
is getting into this. All right,
I
so
think so.
they're
I think so.
decorating windows. Do you remember ever going to Buffalo when you were little and going and looking at the windows like A&A's or...
But I remember New York City. We went to New York City once when I was
The
little.
little animated creatures and little dolls and things like that were always very special. I remember that, and the windows were just unbelievable. But I know when I go through Westfield, because I'm in there quite often, it's really lots of fun, especially in the evening, right?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The other thing I wanted to say, and you can help me with this, okay? I was in a play called Harvest Moon that Rick Mascaro had put together. One of many that I somehow find myself in. And one of the things that I took away from being in part of that particular production was that we were all in our different roles talking about the old days in Westfield. And where, I want to say 40s and 50s, I think that was the era that we were referencing, where people would go out on the streets, the vendors would have things for sale and special events. They'd have music playing, on the radio, and it kind of reminded you of The Wonderful Life, kind of just the festive feel. Is that the way it was? I think so.
I think so.
Not that I'm saying, but do people in your family have memomies of that?
I think so. Our shops used to be open every Friday night too.
Yeah.
So that was.
I think to me this is almost like a throwback to those days of let's get back into the spirit of community and like you said, family fun. Get out of the house.
Yep.
So let's go real slow and talk about each evening and each day
Okay.
And then we're going to talk to Mrs. Claus and see what
Great.
what her role is. So
Okay.
let's talk about
All right.
first night.
Begins on Friday afternoon. At the library, they're going to show the Grinch movie, and they have popcorn and cookies and treats for the
And
kids.
this is the Patterson
This is the
Library.
Patterson Library from 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
And that's all for Friday. That's pretty good. Then but they also have on Saturday from 10 to 2, they will do decorating, cookie decorating, make and take crafts, movies and stories. And that's library. That's for the 2 days.
Just at the library for kids.
Just at the library.
And how much does that cost?
Nothing. That's the beauty of this weekend. It costs nothing unless you choose to buy.
Okay.
And especially the carriage ride. I'm going to talk about the carriage ride. It's free.
Yeah, we're going to take our time.
Yeah.
Slow.
So then on that Saturday, that's Saturday for the library. On Saturday,
Yes.
throughout the village.
What time?
10 o'clock starting at
Okay.
Eason Hall. It's the Hall of Christmas with artisans, concessions, crafts, and just all kinds of things that are there.
Okay, so
And-
people that are listening right now in Jamestown or watching
Yeah.
somewhere wherever, and they're going to be in the area, Easton Hall is the next street parallel to 394 as you're
Exactly.
going.
Yeah.
My wife and I fight about this. I say north, she says east. But it's parallel to 394, and it's a beautiful big room. Do you remember when you and I sang together there?
I do.
Remember?
I do.
It was
yeah.
the streets of London, I think.
Yes, it was. Yep. And it was for
Marilyn and
that
I have
event.
history, Mrs. Claus.
I've heard. We have a lot of history.
I still can't even remember how I ended up playing there, but it was fun. Yeah.
I asked you. We used to have live entertainment.
Yeah.
But that
It's
kind of
tough.
went away
It's
because
tough.
it's just so busy there.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
So in Easton Hall, it's a very large room, and there's going to be how many vendors would you say?
Probably about 40.
Yeah, I was going to guess 50. But yeah.
Between we have a lot of nonprofits. Once again, I want this to be an opportunity for those who don't have to do and to give. We have Centaur Stride is one that's coming,
Okay.
and the hospital, and so I that's the spirit of Christmas to me, is giving and making it as easy.
It's
on
very
them as you
festive, I
can.
remember.
Really
and of
can,
course, they
yeah.
decorate and things like that.
Yeah,
so
that's that's today after we finish here.
something to do.
And the carriage rides on Saturday will be from 11 to 4, and it loads and unloads at Easton Hall.
All right, so when we say carriage ride, how big of a
Horse-drawn carriage, I think it's probably about a 10-person carriage.
Okay.
Yeah, and they go. On Sunday, let me just tell you Sunday, it's from 12 to 4. So
Okay.
they're two different
so 2
times.
damn days,
Yeah,
free
but they're there 2
carriage.
days.
Where does
Yep.
it go?
It goes through the village, goes around mostly through the historic
Mm-hmm.
buildings. And there will be food trucks on Elm Street, which is right across from the Easton Hall,
Mm-hmm.
and Franklin's Kettle Corn. Of course, they're there.
Okay.
So, and then of course we have our shops, our restaurants throughout town. So there's plenty to eat and to do there. On Saturday as well, seating starting at 11. Another one at 1 and 3. We have our holiday tea, sponsored by Wanderlust. And that's in the
Holiday
North Room.
tea.
Holiday tea.
What is a holiday
Well, we
tea?
used to call it Queen Victoria's Tea Room, but it's going to just be a holiday tea. But basically, it's a Victorian high tea.
Oh,
And
do you have
yes,
to put your little pinky up?
absolutely.
There you go. Oh, you're all set. Yeah.
And you need to reserve for that. And the number for that is 716-232-4069, and that's Erica.
Okay.
And
Now
it-
I'm assuming there's a cost involved there, right?
There's a cost involved there.
Okay.
Yes, and I don't.
That's okay.
That's theirs.
See, I just want to point things out as we go
Yep.
along. There's some free, and there's some you got paid.
Scones, sweets, and savories, and so that's what that.
What's a savory?
Gluten-free.
Savory?
Gluten-free?
And I saw it.
Mrs.
There was
Claus
some
is
gluten-free.
tuned in, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, savories would be
I
like
think-
little tea sandwiches,
Oh,
and
all
those
right,
kinds
all
of
right.
things. So it's
You know, I watch these
quite
cooking
nice.
station channels, and sometimes there's a term I have to look up. Charcuterie was my word last year.
I know.
There's all these new terms in the food
I
world.
can't seem to even say that word. right, no
Charcuterie?
matter
I
what do.
practiced, as you can tell, like 10 times.
Let's call them relish plates.
Okay, the highlight of the day, of course. I'm going to talk to you about hot toddy crawl on Saturday.
Hot toddy?
Hot
Who's
toddy
toddy?
crawl. Hot toddies.
It's not a person,
That's
right?
a
Not
no.
like Teddy Toddy?
No, it's a little
Oh, because
hot
last year
drink.
you had the red hot ladies,
No.
so I thought maybe you had a hot toddy.
You really had to say that.
Yes,
didn't
I did, because you brought it up. I would have remembered it. All right, we're not talking
Okay.
about boys here. We're talking about drinks. Is that
Hot
what we're talking
toddy
about?
crawl. Yeah.
All right, hot toddy.
Participating shops and businesses.
Yes.
And also out on Route 20, Dave Warren Power Sports and 5 and 20 Spirits and the Great Discovery Center all will be stops, along with stops right in the town proper. You will see this sign on the door of anybody that's participating.
Still, they're going to zoom
Right
in
there.
and like magic of
Okay.
TV. Hot toddy is
Hot
here.
toddy crawl.
Talk to Toddy.
That's that's where you stop.
All right.
And Easton Hall will be one of those. Now, what's important to know is that you will get a card
Yes.
like
This
this,
teeny tiny
and the
card.
stops will mark them, and then you can turn them in at the end of the day.
All right, let's try this. I know it's little, but
That's
let's pull
little?
this up.
Let's see
Justin is magical.
Okay, all right.
See if you can see. Look at that.
Those
Biba,
have the
biba, biba.
stops.
All right, so what do we do with this card? So
Okay, you give it when you present it to the shop that you're in.
All right, let's start
say
with-
you go to T.W. Biggins.
All right.
All right, and they will mark it off.
All right, do they stamp it or something like that?
Either whatever they
All right.
choose to do. Then you put your name and address. There we
No,
go.
you
There
stay
we go.
still. He'll
All right.
follow you.
Your name and your phone, and you turn it in
Okay.
to one of the places listed on the front of the
Yes.
card.
Yes.
And then we draw for door prizes. And
Does it have to be totally filled?
no,
As much as you can.
as much as you can.
As you can.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And where do you get those?
And then, I'll tell you. But once again, our shops
You can
and
see
businesses.
who's behind Santa Claus.
Yeah.
This is Santa Claus.
One of our shops and business have offered gift certificates, so there are
Nice.
plenty of those. So there's more to do.
So where do you get these?
Okay, now, Peaceful Designs,
Yes. That's right on Main Street, right?
right? Full
Yes.
Strength Coffee,
Yes.
Blue Jew and Blooms,
Yes.
and Easton Hall.
Okay.
You'll pick up a card, and you will pick up this.
Oh, what is this?
And this is a listing of the schedule
Oh, wonderful.
of the sponsors on this
You're
side.
pretty organized this year.
I'm good.
She's good.
Ask
As
John.
always.
Just go ahead, ask John. He's been going absolutely nuts. Coming events,
Yeah.
and then on the back side
Oh, look at
is a
you.
map of the village,
Nice.
and all the little stops that are hot toddies
Very nice.
are denoted.
All right, we
So
we
that's
need,
that.
We need to do something. All right, hot toddy's not a guy. All right, hot toddy
It's a
is
drink.
a drink. So what kind of hot toddies would someone get?
Some will be of an alcoholic nature.
All right, and there's cost for this?
Some will nope,
Free.
absolutely free. Yep. Some will be like a cocoa, and I did want to mention too for hot toddy, anyone serving alcohol will probably have something for the children.
I hope so.
You know,
Yes.
like yeah, as well, or
Hot cider
or
is pretty
or
popular.
or a
Okay,
chocolate,
okay.
or
And
chocolate,
cocoa.
or something like that.
good.
A lot of people are doing hot ciders. It doesn't
Great.
necessarily have to be alcohol,
All right.
but that's really a lot of fun. Then
All right. Now I have two questions. You ready?
Okay.
All right. This is important because remember, I always have to reflect the people on the other side of the camera. All right. So I get to Westfield, and I've been to the Arts and Crafts Festival. I've been there for Saturday Farmers Market, and parking can be interesting. So how do I approach this huge festival for the holidays and park?
Okay.
Where do I park?
behind our stores.
Yes.
Okay, it would be on the north side of Portage,
So it'll be Clinton Street?
Clinton Street. Yeah, there's a parking
I'm
lot.
impressed that I remember these things.
I know, you're great. There is a parking lot.
Yes.
Okay, where Easton Hall is, and we talked about where that street. That's Elm Street.
Elm Street.
There's a municipal parking lot there as well.
Along the streets.
So
Yes.
there also is a parking lot behind the Methodist Church
Mm-hmm.
and behind the Presbyterian Church
Okay.
on the 394.
Now,
So
you said something about the Great Discovery Center.
yeah.
Okay, now, can I park there and still get to the festival, or do
No.
I have, all right.
No, we
So
don't-
you
we
visit
don't
the Great
have-
Discovery
yeah.
Center, and then you go
Yeah.
visit the others.
You visit, you go to the wineries, you go anywhere that you want to go out of town, and then when you come back in, you're in town. So
Okay.
that's
All
best we can do.
All right. and the thing that people have to remember is it's like a restaurant, okay? Is you You go for a meal at 6 o'clock. Well, the 5 o'clock people are leaving, and now there's going to be some parking, so you just got to be patient. And now, are the streets blocked off, or are they it's just open?
Nothing will be blocked off.
Okay.
During the parade, we will block off Market Street because our commentator will be there. And guess who that is?
How many years have I done this now? I was trying to remember that.
As long as I think it started in 2018, and I don't think
We skipped a year 'cause
we skipped there, and then the COVID we didn't have So 5-6 years now.
Wow.
It's been, yeah.
Yeah, and Rick Mascaro has been my sidekick all that time.
And he's your sidekick. And we're about to talk about the parade anyways. That's the highlight of the day. It begins at 4:30. That's where everyone will gather at Family Physicians parking lot.
Okay.
And it will wind its way down to Moore Park.
So what time is the MC got to be there?
You have to be there at 4:30. Parade starts at 5:30, I believe.
Parade starts at 5:30.
This is Claus. You look good.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna
This
do
isn't
right
my
now.
first rodeo.
See, I always have it. Well, I always come early. So a Christmas parade. So talk
Yes.
about that some. Mrs. Claus, how about you talk about it? What's the
The
parade? all
Parade
about?
of Lights?
Yes.
Parade?
Yes.
That's what it's called.
Let
this
there
year?
be light.
Let there be light.
Yes.
And what's the one requirement?
Smiling?
You have lights. Has to have lights.
Lights,
Some
yes.
kind of lights.
Lights. Wearing lights, float lights. Yeah, lights are crucial.
Mrs. Claus, you've been in the parade lots of times, right?
I think, is this my 5th year?
I think it
So I think
probably
I'm
is.
5th. Yeah.
Yes.
A few
Tell them.
times.
So
Tell them
are
what
you
you
going to
do.
bring your hubby,
Put me on spot.
Santa?
He better be here.
He better. be.
I try to. It's a busy year.
Busy year.
It's an extra busy year for him and me.
Mhm.
So yeah, he'll be here for this.
Okay.
Guarantee. He'll be walking around, and we'll be lighting that Christmas tree and handing out cookies and taking pictures.
All right. So the parade itself starts at what time?
About 5:30.
About 5:30.
Yeah.
All right. So if I'm coming into the area for the day, I did the hot toddy crawl. Maybe got a bite to eat somewhere, and now people are out on the streets. And the parade starts on Market Street. You said?
No, the parade starts at Family Physicians parking lot.
Oh, up
Where-
by the hospital.
Well,
Near
by
Tops.
near Tops and
Yeah,
CVS.
This
yeah.
side. Okay.
Yeah, right.
All right.
And winds down at Moore Park, and we've asked the floats and to come into the park and park around the McClurg Circle, in case anybody would like to look them over and see what. It just seems a shame that they do all that work. And
Right,
then,
right.
So, and that's when Santa and Mrs. Claus light the.
Oh, he does the lighting.
He lights the tree. Yeah, we have the
I
countdown.
smile and wave.
The YWCA provides delicious cookies, and so they serve that to the children after the tree lighting, right in the gazebo, and you can have pictures and visits with Santa right there
At the gazebo.
at the
All
gazebo.
right. Again, let's help people that are listening that maybe aren't familiar with Moore Park. So, Moore Park is at the intersection of 394
20 and 394.
and 20, or 20 and 394.
Yeah.
And the park is right there in the four corners, and there's a beautiful, it looks like a gazebo bandstand, right?
Right.
So Santa and Mrs. Claus are going to be there?
Yes.
Okay. And what else? The whole park is going to be what, lit up?
Oh, yeah.
So what are they going to, is there anything special this year? Or what can people expect to see? I mean, here I'm bragging about it, but what are they going to see? I mean, why would they go?
Well, why wouldn't they go?
Why wouldn't they go?
Well, they
Yeah.
might say, okay, there's a Christmas tree, big deal.
All of the shops are open in the
Yeah.
village, right?
Well,
So people walk up and down. They can shop. They can hang out. But the parade is phenomenal. There are so many different groups of people that come and decorate, and there's a lot of holiday
Enthusiasm.
spirit. I mean,
It's
you
a
can't
happy.
describe
It's a
it.
happy. That's
Okay.
I guess.
So
yeah.
let's talk about the park, though. Let's give them a little taste of why would they want to come to see the park? To me, it's phenomenal, but I mean, what are they going to see? Why would they make an effort to come out in the dark and be there?
Well, I'm not sure how to answer that. The lights themselves, I know there's something new this year, but I can't tell you what it's going to be. That's the only thing. They have, we have Christmas trees, more than one big tree, I I can't tell you.
Would you say that there's...
It's worth it to come.
Hundreds of lights? Thousands of lights?
Thousands.
Oh my gosh.
Many thousands.
I think they told me they put 3,000 lights on the tree itself.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, the tree is about 100 feet tall. It really is.
Okay, so
Yes.
where I'm going with this is that this is really a very, almost an artistic work with the lighting and the colors.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
we don't really care if it snows, do we?
Not really.
Not really.
I mean, I guess a blizzard, I don't know. I think rain is worse.
Yes.
Do we have a prediction yet for the
Last
weather?
year we had wind.
Oh, yes, we did
Remember
have
that?
wind. I was in that wind. And one year it was
windy.
snowing on us. And
It's a blizzard.
yes, Rick, remember the McKenzie brother commercials with the, they
Oh,
look
yeah.
like Canadians?
Yeah.
That was me and Rick. We
Exactly.
had our flaps down and our hoods.
I
and-
got pictures of us. The snow was so heavy on our hats and hoods that
You couldn't even walk through
Yeah.
it.
it was terrible.
I don't know. Sometimes if it's
felt
too nice,
Christmassy.
people want to rake leaves. If it's raining, they stay home.
Can't
If
win
it's
no
snowing, you
matter
can't
what.
win. So I don't
It's
know.
going to be a beautiful day.
But
I
I
think
do
it's
want to
gonna be
tell
a
you
beautiful
about the
weekend.
parade. It's growing again. We've had.
Let's
we're
talk
gonna
a
have
little bit
lot of
about
new-
what people could expect from the parade, okay? Because parades, you know, I do the Mayville parade. I think, I don't know how many times I've emceed that, probably 12 to 14 times. I've lost track. You know, you see a lot of fire trucks and things like that. But the Christmas parade is a little different, right? What are you going to see?
We have floats. I mean, really floats. You know, I don't know. The only one I know about for sure is I think Custom Cuts. They're going to do a Minions Christmas.
Oh my
So they're going to
gosh.
have something like that. We've had gingerbread houses. We've had. what
Sometimes
else?
the churches
Snowmen.
kind of do a
The church.
theme, I know.
I know
Quite
that
often.
Lakeshore Assembly is going to do a float, so that'll have a little bit of a religious
That's okay.
theme.
Uh,
Well, it's
Christmas
Christmas,
should,
exactly.
yeah, I would think so.
One thing that we ask, and I think it is a good idea to mention. Please, no political agendas
Yeah.
Right.
in the parade.
And no
This is-
Santas.
and no Santas.
There's
Santa's for the
there's only one.
parade. Nobody
We
gets
can
to
have-
dress
we
up
can have
as
elves,
Santa.
we can have
That's
minions,
right.
no
No,
Mrs.
no
Mr.
Santa.
and
That's
Mrs.
right.
Santa Claus.
Elves are good.
I know there'll be candy.
When you say candy,
Candy,
you mean
well,
candy.
you know, they'll
They throw
candy
candy
to
at
the
you.
children.
I've
you
gotten hit in
know,
the head
so
over
that's- I'm sure you have.
I've had frisbees thrown at me, balls.
We'll have walkers. We'll have some dancers. I know Center Stage Dance is going to do something too. so-
Really?
Yeah.
Is that
so-
new? I don't remember.
No, they've done it before.
Okay.
They've
Well,
done-
you know,
they
the-
usually every year they
these
do
parades are
something.
sort of a blur after a while.
I betcha.
So,
betcha.
yeah, and we
So-
still have room for people to come for
Oh,
this
yes.
parade.
All right. So
Yeah.
if people want to be part of the parade, how do they get hold of you?
Okay, we have online Sue Poster
Okay.
or myself. Our phone numbers are there.
Well, let's give
And
one, at
online.
least
All right,
one.
well,
name.
give mine.
Okay.
716-753-6043. And Sue, my goodness, I'm not sure I have
All right.
hers
So
right
yours,
here.
you go ahead and search
Yeah.
for it. I'll look for this one.
Yeah.
753-6043.
Right, and I can direct them further
Okay.
if they'll call
like a one
or
stop.
email. An email is simple.
Yes, Mrs. Claus.
I'm going to put a little thing in here.
Please do.
Because, is it NISMA that's going on that weekend? Our local kids are all off competing and
Oh,
performing.
that's right.
So we-
performing.
We're kind of lacking in the musical part. I don't know if there's anybody out there that would like to put something together
That's a good idea.
and have, I would love to have some Christmas music. I mean, it's nice to have it on the floats, but there's nothing like a live performance.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you this year. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No.
I want to tell you this year, our Grand Marshal is going to be your sidekick, Rick Mascaro.
Rick is going to be the
Rick
the
is going to be the
Master?
Grand
Why
Marshal.
did you pick Rick?
Well,
It's obvious.
I like Rick. That's no, seriously. This is the Lakeshore Center for the Arts. Is his dream. He's a hometown boy. Came back home, and it was his dream to start the theater. And we just celebrated our 10th year. Believe it or not. Can you believe it's that long?
No.
Yes.
But
Rick sucked me in about 12 years ago.
Yep, that's what it goes.
But we started out very simply, just doing some productions, one of which is one that you spoke about earlier. And Harvest Moon was, were you in Harvest Moon?
I was in, yes, I was green.
Harvest
the former
Moon
mayor.
was, I think just the most fantastic one. But, so we've grown. We have a music studio. We have an innovation studio, which is state-of-the-art.
That's where Jim
technological
McQuiston and
events.
I
Yep.
produce Oak Island Plus.
Yep.
And I'll do a plug right now. Do you realize that Oak Island Plus, which is produced in Westfield in Innovation Studio, we are just about going to have 125,000 views
Wow.
worldwide.
Wow.
I mean, every place but Australia or Antarctica. We're on every continent. It's
Oh, my goodness.
And we're doing it right
That's
here
amazing.
in the area. Yeah.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So I'll do a little plug for them. Yeah.
Good.
So keep going.
So
Keep
we-
talking about Rick. Let's talk about Rick.
So it's really grown. We have one-act plays now, and we get submissions from all over the world, believe it or not, for the one-acts.
I do. They didn't like my
and-
comedy, by the way. I think it was when I told
Which
them
one was yours?
Spray painting somebody said to make them look like they had hair. I don't think they caught that was
They
very
didn't
funny.
like
I
that.
thought it was funny.
Lots of people do it.
Now we have singers and songwriters. We've got music
Tim Wright,
performances
yeah.
with Tim
That's
Wright.
amazing.
So, I mean, it's really grown, and he's really realized his dream. And of course, he's still always, let's see, let's do this.
Well,
And-
let's talk a little bit more about this. You know, and I play with that whole idea about Rick because Rick and I are good friends, and Rick is absolutely the right person to be a grand marshal for
Absolutely.
this parade. If he's listening right now, he'll probably get mad at me, but I think he's an unsung hero in the region.
Absolutely,
I agree.
absolutely.
You know, because he does not always want to come to the forefront. He'll introduce a play or something like that, and he's gone. You know, and he and I have talked a lot about, you know, his career and things like that.
Yes.
And the thing that always sticks out in my mind, I can imagine Rick and his sisters as little kids going to the Grand Theater where his dad was the manager.
That's right.
So
That's
he's got
right.
it in his blood. I mean, he gets the big production. So that's really
Well, he
fun.
started out in high school. He played King Arthur in Camelot. I think
that
was
does
one
not
of his
surprise
first-
me
yeah.
whatsoever.
And he was great.
So Rick has directed
So-
me. We've been in productions together. So he's a good guy. So that's
Yeah,
great.
so I'm really happy to do it. What I've tried to do for those folks who have been Grand Marshal is to pick out somebody who's really contributed. Like last year we did Emma from the dance studio and Al Holbrook, who's done so much.
Yeah, sure.
So that I'm excited about
So
that.
this woman needs to be Grand Marshal.
Well, who picks the Grand Marshals? The Grand Marshal lady?
She's the woman behind the scenes that makes everything
Yes,
work.
I know.
I will
And not
probably-
just for this part, but all over, all year long.
All right.
I would probably not pick myself.
I have influence.
So let's
So-
take a little breather here. What's going to happen at the Grape Discovery Center?
I think they're just going to be open, and they'll of course they'll be part of the crawl.
Right.
And I don't know that they're doing anything else.
Well, they have all things
special.
grape,
They-
and I've been
all
in there
things
many
grape,
times.
yeah.
And like all the other shops, there's something there. You can get a stocking stuffer or buy
Absolutely.
some
Yeah.
things that you would want, like jellies and jams, and they have different things like scarves and hats, and they're a great motif. And I bought
Right.
things over the years.
Right.
I would like to spend a little time with Mrs. Claus and talk about
Sure.
your participation in the parade, because a lot of people say, "Oh, you're just walking down the parade." I mean, you got.
No, I'll be sitting.
Yeah, but sitting in what though?
But
That's
the
what I want
sleigh,
to talk.
yes,
let's
no,
talk about the sleigh,
that's
'cause I know there's a history to it.
Oh, yeah, there is. But it just needs a good dusting off, and Santa has to,
The
a little
elves,
tweaking
elves
on
and
it.
Santa worked on that for quite a long time, didn't they originally?
Yeah, it's taken a couple years.
Now, how old is
So-
that sleigh? Is it pretty old?
The original sleigh is over 100 years old.
Beautiful.
Yeah, about 130, I would guess.
Yeah.
So
So
some fresh paint.
fresh
That's what
paint.
it took, fresh paint. And the new
And
reindeer.
as I recall, you're the end of the parade, just like Macy's Day Parade, right?
Gotta
It's
wait
the
for Santa to
final.
come and light that tree.
All right.
You betcha.
So Santa's been busy, I assume, and you've been busy making sure that Santa's busy.
I'm pre-doing some lists right now for him.
Oh,
He's working 14 to 16 hours every day of the week.
holy cow.
No joke.
Okay.
I have to make him stop and take naps. Serious. We are swamped.
Swamp, getting everything ready for Christmas, and it's
Getting everything ready for Christmas. The kids have been phenomenal this year. It seems like the lists are longer. It seems like there's more
Well,
kids
there's
on
more
the
kids.
list. Yeah, there's more kids, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
How many are out.
So
And
after,
they're reaching out.
so you're going to be with Santa on the sleigh.
Yes.
And you're going to be like coming at the very end, and I can to announce them. That's always fun.
I know.
And get some clapping and cheering. And then you're going to Moore Park for pictures, you said, right?
Yep, light that
Light
tree.
the tree.
Well,
He
lights
liked
the
the
tree.
tree.
and
Yes, I got that.
it's always fun because now we have this big switch.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's
fun.
it's pretty
All
cool.
right,
The
and-
electric department's done a phenomenal job.
All right, and then you're going to be in the gazebo, and then pictures are taking.
Yeah.
You got any elves helping out
Cookies.
this year, or it's just
I think there'll be
elves?
some.
There's elves, always elves.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
And I've wrangled them for Sunday too.
All right. Okay, so we talked about Friday. It's at the library. End of subject.
Yep.
Saturday, a bunch of things going on.
Oh.
Parade,
Yes.
5:30.
Yep.
Get there early, park early, and then Mr. and Mrs. Claus are going to be there.
Right.
Right.
All right. Then
Sunday.
anything
Shop.
after that?
No.
All right.
That's
so
enough.
go home, relax.
All right.
The next day, what happens on Sunday? We haven't gotten to
We
Sunday
have the
much.
Holla Christmas, we have the carriage rides, and I think Mrs. Claus needs to tell you about our newest event.
Yes,
for Sunday.
we are working on gingerbread. Gingerbread. I'm used to doing some gingerbread, but this year is going to be extra gingerbread. Working with Connie Thayer from Portage Pie.
Oh, yes, yes.
Using her ovens because
Okay.
I can't bring all these cookies down from the North Pole.
Okay.
So we're going to be baking up a bunch of gingerbread cookies and having children decorate them.
Oh, nice. And where's this
So
going to take place?
This is at the Episcopal Church from 2 to 4.
The Episcopal Church is the one just next to Moore Park?
Across the road from Eason Hall.
Oh, yes, the
So
brick one.
right on Elm
Okay.
Street, yes.
Okay.
Right there on Elm Street, across from Eason Hall. And
See,
people
I'm
will be shopping
I'm on
there
the other side of the church.
anyway.
I'm in Moore Park
Yes.
looking at it. Okay.
So, yeah, well, people will be shopping at
That hurt.
Eason Hall and all up and down Main Street. But yes, so from 2 to 4, I don't have set seating. And I think some of the kids are going to want to stand, but we'll have
Little kids would want to stand instead of sit. They're
well,
like
if
wiggly
they're
wiggly.
too short to sit in the chair, it might be better if they stand there at the table. So we're going to try to keep it that the kids can make. I have 2 cookies a piece right now. I think that's enough. They can eat one and take one home.
Oh, cool.
So they can frost a gingerbread cookie and decorate it up. And Santa says he's going to stop in.
No kidding.
No kidding.
You got a break in his schedule.
No, yes, he does have a break in his schedule. I demanded he take a
You
break
will
in his
be there,
schedule.
Santa.
I said, you don't have
That's
to be
good.
there when I'm setting up. But at 2:30,
fun.
Santa's
So
going to come
that's
by and he'll
Sunday from
visit.
2 to 4.
That's Sunday.
Okay.
So
Now, I'm assuming everybody will be, that along the streets will know what's going on. There'll be maps, and in case somebody gets lost, they'll help you out.
Well, like I said,
Westfield's
everything
very
is
friendly
on
town.
this.
All right. So
Okay.
we got one last thing we need to talk about Sunday. And,
Yes.
and then something, if you don't already have your tickets, I'm sorry. We have a sold-out performance of It's a Wonderful Life.
there you go.
And do you know that we started production 10 years ago on this? The first group. 2015.
That's right, it
We
was.
started the actual rehearsals, and we did our first performance January of 16. So it's been 10 years. And 4 of us are the originals still. Actually 5, because we have our tech person, so there's 5 of us are still the originals, and we have some new cast members. I won't tell you who they are, but they're fabulous, just as the others were. And it's just, again, building on what Rick was, Miss Carroll's legacy is. It's going to be in the Jackie Phillips Theater, and it's already sold out, but it's the whole theme. It's a radio show, and if you haven't seen it before, I wish we could be in a building with like 300 seats, but it's a small theater, but we're going to do it again, and I'm going to be Freddie Fillmore and 5 other voices, so it's going to be lots of fun. So
really is.
guess what? We filled up the show. We've got like a half minute left. So I'm going to start with Mrs. Claus first. What would you like to tell folks?
Okay. When the children come for decorating cookies on Sunday,
Yes, Mrs. Claus.
no licking of fingers. I will have hand wipes, no licking, because we've got a lot of little kids. So that's my main thing. I
wouldn't
know
have
we
thought
all like
that.
to taste our icing, but I'm so excited. I don't know if you need to go over anything else there, but
All right, and Marilyn, you get the last.
I
30
wish I
seconds.
could be in 2 places at once because
I bet.
I wanted to go to your show and
I
I
did
couldn't
too.
be there.
I would just like to thank everybody, the whole village of Westfield. I don't know that we have time for
Go
lists,
fast, go
but-
fast.
Okay, Weed Ross Insurance, Community Bank, BNC Tax and Bookkeeping, Bits Insurance, Bob Ducato, Northeast Wells Federal Credit Union, Interlakes, Westfield Optical Studio, Tracy Bennett CPA, Dave Warren Sports, Westfield Ag and Turf, and the Westfield Firemen's Association. They're the sponsors for the parade.
We did it!
Good job!
We
Way to
did
go,
it.
Marilyn.
See, you can take my job.
Yeah.
Folks, I hope that you got a lot out of today's show. It's going to be great next week, and that's all I can tell you. It's going to be great, and the weather, according to Mrs. Claus, is going to be great.
Perfect.
So who else would know? So please do come over to Westfield and enjoy everything that's going on. And you heard about all the other events throughout the area. You can go to all of them. You can stop at one, go to the next one, the next one, the next one. It's going to be the whole weekend. So I'm very happy to be part of it. I'm going to be pooped next weekend, but I'll be here next Saturday morning from 9 to 10, and we're going to be talking about holiday activities throughout the region. Take care and get that Christmas shopping started. It is at my house.
Mine too.
Me too.